What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Blake Manor. In the last episode, we finally determined that the only valid person to be fighting with Miss Deane is O'Mara, which is something we've been working on for a while now. We have a couple of other objectives, but O'Mara's standing right in front of us, so we're going to do that first. Here we go.
You again.
Miss Deane's sparring partner. By process of elimination, it seems Mr. O'Mara is the man who Miss Deane fought with before she went missing. Mr. O'Mara, did you fight with Miss Deane on Tuesday in the hedge maze? This is important. Right, okay, yes. Yes, we fought. Is that why you didn't go after her later that evening? Yes. I thought she'd drank herself stupid, that she'd wake up in a hedge the next day and regret everything. What did you fight over? Well, lots of things. She was drunk when I met her. She'd been drinking all day. She came to me and said something or somebody was after her. Not physically, maybe spiritually? Astrally? As I say, she was drunk and unclear. She couldn't see their face, she said, but they had a Christian aura or something. She was specific on that point. I chalked it up to overindulgence, told her to go sober up in her room. She did not like that. Why did she come to you? We were engaged, or rather I wanted us to be. I asked her to marry me. We'd been courting. I wanted to make it official. She didn't want to be caged down. Didn't need a man to protect her, all of that. So, naturally, when she came to me for help, I threw it in her face and left. On seeing her later, I called out and she ignored me. Still furious, I assumed, so I left her be. Of course, I didn't expect to not see her the following day, but I took some food up to her room. But, well, I forgot where she was staying. Then I forgot that I forgot. Until I saw you at her door. Ooh. It all came back, and I panicked. I thought maybe I was responsible for her disappearance. Then I thought maybe you would think that, but I love her, Mr. Ward. You should know that. I just want her to be safe. I'll see to it that she is. Thank you. This has been helpful. Okay.
I'll be off, Mr. O'Mara.
Don't let me keep you.
Cool. Okay. All right. Hypothesis time. Miss Deane. Repaired, rejected. Fought with is not bad. Fought with Mr. O'Mara when he rejected her plea for help. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. That one was easy. That's basically what he just said.
So, Miss Deane was asking for help as she felt somebody with a Christian aura was after her? Mr. O'Mara refused her plea because she previously turned down a marriage proposal from him. He felt he had offered to protect her then, and she turned away from him. This was his form of poetic revenge. He says she
I
stormed
love
off
this
then,
pose with him too.
and they only saw her once more. Wandering the halls in her magical trance, what does this tell me about the culprit?
They're Christian.
Yes. Miss Deane seemed convinced whoever was threatening her was a Christian. Well, given the location, I'm sure most people are Catholic or Protestant, but there are likely some I can rule out based on this.
Yeah, and we called this out.
What to do next? The ball is this evening at 9 p.m. and might provide a more relaxed place to talk with the guests. Until then, I should explore the grounds and perhaps see what else I can learn about the suspects to help me eliminate some of them against the facts I now have on the culprit.
Very nice.
I picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result.
For sure
if
there
not,
is.
What investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
The fight. Cathal O'Mara fought with her. She'd asked for help from a Christian presence, but he refused out of pettiness. Very nice. Okay, so let's go back to this. So this is done. We have complete. This is looking good. Okay, to the culprit. So they're a Christian. She's a Sunni Muslim. Out. I'm eliminating Hisham. She's very much a Catholic. O'Mara Quinn. Don't know about her. I don't know about... She's a pagan. I don't think she's not a Catholic then. Probably not. You're definitely not. You've been double moved. Yeah, any of the magic users, this is hard. She's a Protestant. That's not Catholic. He's a Voodooist Ungun. I don't think that means. He's a Gnostic priest. He's a magical apprentice. Yeah, I think we've severely... She's a Protestant. I don't think Protestant means that you're Catholic. I'm really bad with religions. I apologize, everybody. But I don't believe I'm gonna leave it open because I don't need to eliminate everybody as of right now. But that definitely cuts down the amount of people, for sure. Hisham is definitely out because obviously, but other than that, pretty good. So out of this one, we just need to find the portal to the other world, and then now we're just in culprit mode. So what's next? So we know that we need to find the blackmail. That's for both Ivy and for Victoria. For Darcy, we need to find her husband / Dean's stuff. Hisham, we have to find the vase. Dupre, we have to find a person. That's a lot. That's a lot, that considering that we don't have that. The next thing I want to do, as I was saying a lot last episode, is figure out what the code is for the bathhouse thing. Now, here's the thing. I realize that there's a lot of evidence, and we already ran into the situation where we didn't, there's stuff that we don't see from the outside. So I'm worried that I've missed something. And I'm kind of like, should I just read through everything? I think I'm going to try to do that. That's crazy, but I am going to just try to see anything that has notes or something I can read. I'm going to do it. So anything that I can pull up. Angel sketches. Hedge maze vision. These are people. Family letter. Postal order. I'm assuming I can't read anything in the observation. Gnostic research. Intent to harm. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. This is crazy. Staff rota. Yeah. Documents. That's what I'm looking for. So hiring letter. This is our original letter. We still don't know who actually did this. It could even be the person that is the suspect, right? Someone could have goaded us into being in here. No. Dean's signature. Guest sign-in times. This is actually interesting to know. Barbuss was first, then Coventry, Scarrett, Quinn, Dupre, Dean, then Darcy, McLeod, Lau, Hisham, O'Mara, Toussaint, Montavani, then Callaghan, the Callahans, Erickson, Sinnott. Oh, that must be in reference to... Oh, no. Oh, interesting. Okay, and then O'Finn and then Ward. So O'Finn was the last person before us. Look, 15 was ripped out. We could have even... This is what I mean. We could have seen that her name was probably here because the other 3 don't even have a paper scrap. 15 has her. Yeah, there is stuff here. Timetable. Miss Erickson's notes. Okay, we know this is just... We figured that out. Miss Deane's journal. There we go. There we go. That's what it is. What are these 4 symbols besides the word supplies? Done. That's what it is. I can't believe it. There it is. Plus, half circle, triangle, diamond. Well, now I feel like we absolutely need to go through the rest of this. So let's do that. Correspondence. This is from Carmela. Our discussion on Tuesday left me thinking, I hope you would forgive me, but could we meet to discuss business? I have a funeral to plan and cannot view our meeting as merely coincidence. Oh, this was her doing exactly what we just looked at. Donald Dupre. Dupre's letter to a deceased friend. Yeah, we got that. Patient, Olivia Darcy, ailment, Zuo 33. Okay. Darcy's letters. Omara's journal. Did we figure out what the 1583 was? I think that was to his own thing, right? Medical code, Miss Deane's invitation. Fire pit paper. Right, this is Dupre's paper in the thing. Almost there. Scarrett's will. Medical notes on Montavani's. Clearly, the psychic toll of many years of attempting to commune with the dead has manifested physically. I don't see how it can be she survives another attempt. Interesting. Oh, it's his own notes. Callahan's notes on Montavani. Okay. Badly written note. Oh, wait, hold on. Sinnet child. That is true. I was thinking at the last one. So Murphy had a child with Varley. And she's young. The description of her says barely 20. Ooh, okay. Okay, we got something. We got something on the staff. All right, that's the one that we initially were teed off to, that there's more stuff here. Yeah, this is Deane's letter. I don't see anything in there. Oh. Fia's sister-in-law. You're at it again, dragging my poor boy back from a promising life in that London. Oh, don't you think he didn't tell me why he's back. More of your Withershins nonsense. For all his accomplishments, he's still a wee pup with you. He'd follow you to the ends of the earth for the time of day, which you still won't give him. You know he just got offered work in that St. Bartholomew's, the oldest hospital they have. They don't go giving out those efforts, Fia. It's all his hard work, impressing their lot. All that to get away from here? Okay, we're going to screenshot that one. From here, and you call him back to help fix a broken well. The nerve. You'd best make certain nothing harms that boy, or God help me, Bendroy or not, you'll have to worry you'll have more to worry about than a few white hairs. Interesting. Book of Irish Gods. Notes on Milesian rulers. Grimoire. Right, this is the one with the symbols. We have that. We just saw these within the last episode or two. Blackmail letter. A letter claiming to have evidence of a romantic relationship between Miss McLeod and Miss Lau. You need this little romantic indiscretion with Miss Lau not to come to light, and I could use the loyalty of a seer. Come try to talk to me, Ivy. We shall work something out. The map. A written complaint. Your concern regarding the child is noted. Rest assured that they are safe in our care, but understand that any further disruption to them, which is what you are requesting, will do more harm than good. Therefore, it cannot be allowed. Your request for further information is refused. Remember, a great deal of leniency has already been granted in this case. Do not ask for more. Bishop Donegan of Clifton. Cool. Interesting. All right, so we have the code. I can't believe it. That worked. So we really just have to check our documents. That's basically what this is teaching us, that documents are everything. Okay, so it was... Now I'm forgetting. And it's interesting. The game didn't tell us we had it either. So that means we needed to have known it. Half Moon... Diamond was the last one. Wasn't it Triangle Diamond? Got it. Great. There's a door. Hidden door. So there's a couple things we can investigate in here. Interesting. Okay, so this is the showers. What does this call this on the map? The gents' changing room. Where are they? The women's, right? Or they will be in the women's changing room. No. Okay, so Sinnet is in the ladies' changing room. Weird. He's the weirdest one in the whole cast, I think. I can't see anything of note. Okay. Locker 26. Oh, shit. Okay, so we're not going to want to look in every single individual one of these because we don't have the keys for them. We do have 11, which is not in this room. That's a ladies' changing room one. Bathhouse itself. Changing room corridor. Let's see. Where did I just come from? I came from here. Northeast corridor. It's locked and hasn't been opened in a while. I suspect there's nothing I need from here. Okay, so that's just to outside. I don't really want to enter there. Locked. Closed for the season, I suspect. Oh, okay. Can I not go in from here? Oh, okay. It's only... I have to go through the gents to get to the ladies. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Are they going to notice me? Wait, it's just him? Oh, weird. Oh, Lorcan Sinnett, you fucking weirdo. Interesting that there's no reaction upon us being in here, but I guess that would be hard to script in the game. Let's do 11. What do we got? Jewelry box. Oh, here's going to be all of our stuff. Ring. I wonder how important this is to Miss Deane that she left it behind. Stylized ring. A letter from Dr. Callahan. It seems to be part of a longer conversation. He seems to be offering to meet her and teach her some Irish magic, despite some warning or refusal from Fia on the matter. Make no mistake, my respect for my aunt is unwavering, but she's rigid in her ways, and she won't be persuaded on this. She prioritizes safety over progress, protection above any sort of advancement. You want recognition? Of course you do, and I swear you shall have it. My aunt might not have understand that, Evelyn, but I promise you, I do. I might not be who you asked for, but I know the tradition in and out, and think we could help each other. Consider it, won't you? Interesting. Ooh, that's the piece we needed? Interesting. All right, well, we're going to just keep moving through this. She received a threatening letter from Mr. Scarrett. I've brought my dagger. I hope you're ready for what comes next. Scarrett. I can also make out the number 451. It must have been written on the page atop this one. 451. Oh, that's his note. That's his box. Wow, why? Why did they put everything in here? They put everything I needed in this thing. The missing pages from Miss Deane's journal. It seems like Miss Deane sacrificed her friendship with Miss Quinn to gain access to some texts. Understandably, Miss Quinn was not thrilled with this. Whoa. Okay, so couple things. First of all, Quinn knew her beforehand, which we did know, I think. Where are you? Quinn. So you're off the list because the idea is that they have no pre-Manor history with Miss Deane. Quinn is out. Now, let's go to Rory. Let's get his hypothesis done. Rory Callahan's goal is to escape his aunt's shadow by proving his modern techniques are valid. That's fair. Yeah. That's not even evil.
Dr. Callahan wants to prove that the modern magical techniques are as valid as Fia's old ones. I should find and confront him about this.
Very nice. Okay, confront unlocked. The ring... We don't even have everything we need for him, but that's fine. The ring that we just got is that one. For sure it is. So that means I can give that to Darcy. Wow, we just fucking unlocked everything here. The only thing I didn't get is Dupre. And I guess Lau, right? I didn't get... Explore the catacombs. Oh boy. Okay, that's going to be a later situation then. Why are you in here? Why are you in the ladies' changing room?
Father Sinnett.
Huh.
He lost.
Yes. I seem to be. I thought this was a bathroom.
No way.
Please excuse me while I find one.
Was someone else supposed to be here? Not necessarily. Let's just go back to him. Sinnett. Really interesting. Okay, so we now have this room open. Well, this whole area open, which means that I can investigate the conversation that's going to happen here in an hour. Which, again, I think is going to be mission critical. And that's between who? That's between our McLeod and... Is it O'Mara? Yeah, O'Mara and McLeod. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I just need everything about O'Mara because he still is so suspicious. So we're going back to the bar because we have people to talk to. Rory's is so innocent compared to everybody else's. Everybody else is like blackmail and evil deeds, and his is like, yeah, I wanna help the people out.
Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
I mean, he's a doctor, makes sense. Your goal is to escape your aunt's shadow by proving your modern techniques are valid.
A thing that I would say really shouldn't need proving.
That's what I was saying.
It probably seems ridiculous to you, Mr. Ward, being so focused on getting her to recognize me.
No. My older brother, he always overshadowed me. I began to take risks at work. It was an effort to be seen, and in the end, it cost me dearly. It cost him dearly. I understand very well, Doctor.
Interesting. I want to learn more about Ward.
Has to be a way to prove to Fia that I'm not a child anymore. I've learned her ways, and I'm not as good at them as she is, yes, but I've gained new knowledge she doesn't have. I've forged my own path, and I am her peer. If not now, then when? Take my research.
Oh.
Maybe she'll listen to you. Maybe there's another way to convince her. I no longer see a way forward, but I haven't entirely given up hope.
Okay, we got another action, but we have components. All right, and Darcy we can now act on. Finally, we have something to act on.
Mr. Ward.
Stylized ring. A man's ring with a crucifix and rose in its center. Here, Miss Darcy, do you happen to recognize this ring? Where did you get that? I found it around the hotel. Does it mean something to you? Not anymore. It was my husband's, the dog that he was. No, keep it. I won't look at that awful thing.
That was all. Good day, Mrs. Darcy.
Good day, Mr. Ward.
Oh, right. My act for her is actually with Dupre, isn't it? Oh, also, I should talk to Scarrett about that fucking weird-ass note. I'm assuming I can. Ah, I feel so much lighter now having known...
We meet again.
Like, there's so much more to talk about now. Let's do it. Were you in correspondence with Miss Deane, Mr. Scarrett? Why, yes, I was. I've taken a shine to her, I won't deny. Not in that way, you understand. She's opened my eyes, and I intend to repay her kindness this weekend. I don't know if that's exactly right, my friend. I think you're evil. Okay, so Dupre is in the drawing room with Fia, which is great. So let's go there. Yeah, I think we're in really good standing now. After this hour, we'll be in a really good place for our ballroom. Because I have a feeling that's going to start unlocking some stuff. And ballroom's a new room, right? So that maybe reveals some stuff that we weren't expecting to have. Okay, so let's do the act first.
Hello again, my friend.
Discuss evidence. Stylized ring.
Mr. Dupre, would this work for Mrs. Darcy's needs?
Let me see. You know, I think it will. Come, let us first find Mrs. Darcy, and then a secluded area to perform the rite.
Nice. Okay. Ew. Oh. Oh, he really knows magic. Well, good job, Dupre. I guess he knows his stuff.
Yes. I think he is gone.
Not quite. I've bound him to the ring. As long as it remains undamaged, he can torment you no further.
Well then, on my journey home, I shall lodge this into a clay sod and drop it off the side of the ferry. Thank you, gentlemen, both. I harbor no regret for what I did to that man.
Right, she killed him. I forgot about that.
I am glad he did not convince me to harm that stupid, selfish woman. Before coming here, I did not think this mystical business had anything to it. I wish I was still so naive. Seeing my husband's ghost was more than I wanted.
Yes.
I need not see another.
Yes.
I shall not be attending the séance. Now, if you will excuse me, Yes. I need to lie down for a while.
Miss Darcy will no longer attend the séance. Now freed of the ghost driving her to murder, she's dropped her vendetta against Miss Deane. Very good. Very good. Done. Okay, that's probably what, like 2 or 3 more? And then we'd get to that line. Till death do us part. Mystery solved. Miss Darcy. I wonder if I've gathered enough facts to eliminate any suspects. I should check my notes. Is the game actually tracking who I do and do not eliminate? I feel like it's not truly. Yeah, there's another one where it's like getting cut off by the hallway. Because, yeah, Murphy was there for sure. Great. Okay, now, who else do I have the ability to... Nice. She killed her husband and does not mourn him. She's a Protestant. Okay, Rory, we want to show his aunt some stuff. So let's go and do that. And that might even illuminate Fia's as well. Probably not. I don't know what Fia's whole deal is going to be. In terms of her, like, individual mystery, but I have a feeling it's probably going to do with the well scrying or something in that realm. But we might as well try. Let's see. Okay, Fia, let's talk.
Ah, Declan. Aren't you fierce good coming back to see me?
Okay. Dr. Callahan's components. I was speaking to Dr. Callahan, and he seems to think that these could aid your attempts to heal the well. Oh, Rory, how many times do I have to tell you? You could try these modern methods all you like, but they'll never be as robust or as studied as the old ways. Quick fixes always come back to bite you, Declan. Remember that. Letter from Dr. Callahan. It seems Dr. Callahan has been in recent correspondence with Miss Deane. That wee scrut. I told him to stay away from her, writing to her behind my back no less. She'd be the ruin of him. And you mark my words, I won't let that happen. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we could ask her. Let's talk about that well. Why not? Do you know anything about the hedge maze as well? I know everything about it. Do you know that the gods themselves would have drunk water from that well? It's been imbued with their power. As long as that water is pure, the land around it will prosper. I've heard that you have been known to offer people well scrying. What is that exactly? Well, to put it simply, scrying means looking for answers or somewhere you couldn't otherwise see. And wells have a lot of power about them, you know. If you ask some question to someone, it might give you answers. If you're lucky, it'll even show you what you're looking for. That's what I do. I ask the well for answers or information. More often than not, it more than provides.
You take care now, Declan. And don't forget to get a bite to eat into you. It's going to be a long day.
Okay, so that didn't help Rory's situation, I don't think. I must find a way for her to realize his worth. Dr. Callahan has asked me to prove that to his aunt that his methods, though newer, are as valid as his own. So I might just have to wait for... I might have to really wait. Wait for me to be able to use his stuff also. That's what I was missing. The history of Blake Manor, Marquess Blake. Other crowd, what we know of ghosts. Father Synod, Protestant service at 11 a.m. in the church. Irish mythology, history of the region. Yeah, I didn't look at this, and that's not great because I missed the Marquess. I'm assuming I'm going to be able to see him at the ball, or at least at dinner, but damn, that could have been really good really early, and I just totally missed it. I'm not gonna think about that too much though, or like harp on it. Yeah, the only person I haven't actually physically seen is Blake, as well as the Blakes, I guess is the way to put that. Wow. Okay, we're doing all right. Let's go with everything. I should probably talk to Rory about his own stuff. Quarantine is attending the grand séance. I should have expected her to see her here, of course, but she had kept such a low profile after our disagreement. I do regret it, of course. I should have been a more loyal friend, but I had to view that book while I could. I would say that the cost to entry was too high, but I would pay it again and again. I didn't think she cared so much for standing. I thought she'd understand, but my betrayal has clearly done more harm than anticipated. She barely acknowledged me, and when I called her name, she looked at me with such anger in her eyes. I may try again to mend things between us, but she's in her books like never before. I doubt I'll get near her. Right, Scarrett has a code. And he doesn't have his dagger anymore. That's interesting. Lots of stuff to follow up on. Okay, so this is probably going to give us Scarrett's hypothesis, if I had to guess. It's 452. Wait, no? What is it? 451. Very nice. Okay, what do we got? Oh, he has a dagger. That was not his that we found before. A dagger. It looks more ceremonial than practical. Some tarot cards with a note. The cards I drew for you, Michael. Make of it what you will. E.D. 3 cards. One marked the Hangman, another the 10 of Pentacles, and finally, the Death card. She's saying he's going to die? What do they mean? Lead. Where's Scarrett? Michael Scarrett, right? Yeah. There we go. We filled out his stuff a lot more. Learn the meaning of Mr. Scarrett's tarot cards. Oh, okay. So who does tarot? It's Montavani, Erickson, and Lau is probably the right person to use. Or not Lau, McLeod. Because McLeod has that used deck. Montavani's not bad either, actually, though. Yeah, let's go and talk to you in the library. Wow, we're rolling right now. This is fucking great. This is amazing. Okay. Also, did the Blakes... Oh, no, Mary Blake, she died. Of course. I was going to say, is she a suspect? Oh, Miss Quinn.
Hello, Mr. Ward. How's the day treating you?
Let's talk about this. I gather you and Miss Deane had a falling out of sorts? I suppose that's a way to describe it. I do not make friends easily, Mr. Ward. I've had a great deal of responsibilities and I'm left with little time for socializing. Evelyn came to me for help deciphering a grimoire, an ancient tome of spells, that being my specialty. I liked her. She was curious and sharp, and she was exciting to be around, chaotic, which was a nice break from how ordered the rest of my life was. We fast became friends. Then one of her friends in the order showed up with a Sufi who had, or claimed to have, an original copy of the Picatrix, with annotations not copied into later editions. She had to see it, of course, and all she needed to do was to steal them from some of my books as payment, and denounce me publicly too, though I still don't understand the why of that. To stop me coming after her, I suppose? I couldn't, though. I was heartbroken. I washed my hands of it all and returned to my work. I would have been wiser to stick to my books in the first place. Interesting. Nothing popped as a result of that, though. Okay, so I need you to tell me about these cards.
Hello, Mr.
I think she gave him a death sentence, but I could be wrong about that. I don't know tarot or astrology stuff very well, but this seems like she's giving him all the signs. In tarot, what would a spread of the Hanged Man, 10 of Pentacles, and Death cards mean to you? Well now, let me see. The Hanged Man, he represents spiritual development and patience, I believe. Death doesn't mean death, not really. In an abstract sense, yes, like how a part of you dies as you change and grow. But that's all. It's not a card to be scared of, or maybe it is, but not in the way that most people would assume. The Ten of Pentacles is about family and sharing, and the security that piece one gets from that. As for their meaning together, I must admit I don't really know. I work with the cards as a way to focus my own gifts. I honestly couldn't give a clear reading here, not while my sight is dulled. Perhaps you should speak with one of the more accomplished readers, so Mantovani. Okay.
I'll let you be, miss.
Take care, Mr. Ward.
That was a good catch-up, though. Yeah, I did know death wasn't truly death. Mantovani is in... Oh, shit, she's in the drawing room. Right, okay. Back to the other side of the house. Yeah, if I could resolve some stuff this hour, I absolutely should. Because what do I have? I have another... Oh, no, I have another 2 hours until the next thing starts. I might actually run out of things to do. It'll be interesting to know how much time I have left after I've done everything. Because then I'll get to the point where it's like, oh, I could have actually attended this lunch or this thing or whatever.
Signor Ward, we meet again.
Okay, yeah, she literally has a tarot deck in her hand. Okay, what would you make of a reading made up of the Hanged Man, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Death cards? So, let me see. 2 major arcanas in one spread. There's a lot going on. Perhaps turmoil in the recipient. First, the cards themselves. The Hanged Man, he represents sacrifice, new perspectives, higher learnings, this kind of thing. It's a card of great wisdom and personal growth. Death. Now, this can, of course, mean death, but rarely this is the case. It symbolizes more of a transformation or transition in life, a fork in the road of life, see? The Ten of Pentacles is legacy and prosperity being passed down through generations. It's hard for me to comment on a spread not knowing the recipient, their question, all this. But a cold reading of this, I could take it to mean that somebody needs to make a sacrifice and undergo a transition to gain a new perspective. They do this, and they may find something they seek, a form of enduring happiness, perhaps? And there are other ways to read this? Of course. There are many ways to interpret the cards. Take an extreme, for example. In a literal way, these cards could mean a person must undertake ultimate sacrifice, death. A legacy might be created then, through the nature of the death itself. Or maybe the Hanged Man returns here and new learning is left in their wake, which forms the legacy. Mind you, this is a shallow reading and only takes the face value of the cards into account, but shows how wide of a range of interpretations there are, see? Yeah. Yes, there is.
Of course. Take her.
Nice. Okay, so definitely more on Scarrett. Mr. Scarrett's reading suggests he should make a sacrifice to gain a new perspective on the world. So I think we have to talk to him about that. Obviously. Okay, and we gotta go back all the way to the other side of the house. Here we go. This is the fun part of games like this where we're like, wait, I'm just, like, if you took a POV perspective of one of the characters watching us just run to the other side of the house every time. Bars this way and this way. All right, let's take a look. What do we got? Scarrett. You want to actually give me the time of day here, my friend?
We meet again.
Yeah. I drew some tarot cards for myself, but I cannot make out the meaning. And you want my help? Naturally, of course. Tell me then, what cards did you draw? The Hanged Man, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Death card. Is that good? By Jove, I've had a similar spread myself recently, and the message is clear. The cards are saying there is an important moment in our futures, one in which we can greatly influence things to come, but at some great cost to ourselves. Will we make that sacrifice when the time comes? That's hard to know, but speaking for myself, I intend to. How about this? Are you ready for the end, Mr. Scarrett? Had a few glasses, have you, Mr. Ward? Ready to set the world's wrongs to right, eh? It's quite all right. Doesn't bother me. I've had to face up to it, of course. I'm not getting any younger. It absolutely terrified me, of course. Death. Whoever's ready, really ready? Well, I suppose I am. Now. I spent a fortune looking for ways out. Mundane or magical. Sadly, not something money can buy. But in the pursuit of a spell, amulet, or ointment to buy myself more time, I met one of the other guests who is now here, Miss Evelyn Deane. We talked. She listened to me, gave me readings. She helped me realize what I was scared of. She convinced me that I didn't have to be scared anymore. She showed me a path to controlling the fear. So yes, thanks to her, I'm ready for the end. There we go. Okay, hypothesis. Michael Scarrett's goal is to take his own life and be immortalized as the first ghost to speak from beyond the grave. What if yeah, we guessed that one.
Mr. Scarrett is planning on killing himself during the séance, so that he will be a nearby and willing ghost, letting him be the one that communicates with the living. He thinks doing this will make him famous in death. I need to find and confront him about this.
Find him. He's right here. Hey, dumbass.
We meet again.
That's probably a bad idea. Your goal is to take your own life and be immortalized as the first ghost to speak from beyond the grave.
And what a plan.
Totally
Yes.
unbothered.
People across the globe and the ages will know this moment, this piercing of the veil, and with it, they will know the name Michael Scarrett. Impressive, eh?
Frankly, Mr. Scarrett, it turns my stomach.
What?
That the best way you can think to see out your days is by ending them in the hope of impressing who exactly? The others here at the event? Businessmen back home? Or historians in the future? Such a pointless sacrifice. And you don't even know if it will work.
I believe it will work. Miss Mantovani can pull it off.
Perhaps she can. And she'll get all the accolades for it too. You know Louis Pasteur for his vaccines. Or Joseph Lister for his antiseptic sprays.
Good point.
But not the people these were tested on. Even if this works, a substantial if, given the undertaking and the volume of ghosts already present in this god-forsaken manor, then it will be Miss Mantovani who is remembered. You will be a footnote, subject number 1, as she continues to perform the ritual, unlocking more secrets from beyond the grave, and have no doubt she will do it again, perhaps immediately.
I like that this is written ambiguously enough, both so there's a chance we couldn't have figured out Mantovani's secret thing, but also that even if we did know it and we are not saying it to him because that would actually demean his argument.
You'll be nearly dead, unable to answer a single question beyond, has this worked? You'll be tossed back so they can catch a bigger fish. Some legacy.
Whoa.
No, that's not fair. I would have given everything, the ultimate sacrifice. They have to remember me, love me.
There is nothing about this that anyone will love. Anyone who does dig into your story will only unearth your lifetime of failures.
Oh,
and
shit.
What will you have me do, Mr. Ward? You seem to have all of the answers. Yes, I am old. Yes, I have no legacy to speak of. How would you see me change that path if not at the séance? You answer me that, and I shall stand down. You have my word.
With his resources and connections, there has to be something more meaningful he can achieve with the time he has left. Something that will get the recognition he so craves, whether he deserves it or not. He could do some real good in this world. I wonder if the charitable works of the late Marchioness could offer some inspiration. Whoa, I wasn't expecting to find a path for him. Obviously, we had to do something. Can I find proof of somebody building a legacy through charitable deeds? Mary Blake was remembered for her charitable work. Let's see if that alone works.
We meet again, Mr.
Because I've done the work of Mary Blake. I believe I know how you might assure your legacy, Mr. Scarrett, at least without...
If this is another dressing down, then I'd prefer it be less public.
Oh, we might have done it.
To my room.
Our research on the Blakes helped out.
I know about the tarot reading that you received, and I know how you interpreted it. But there is another way to interpret it. Instead of sacrificing your life, your remaining time, sacrifice your money. You have so much wealth, so many connections. You could really do some good with the time you have left. Mary Blake, she undertook numerous charitable deeds and has statues erected for her. And more than that, people speak fondly of her. She is remembered and loved.
You have the resources to do the same. Don't throw your life away. Refocus it and do some good in this world. Finally.
Marchioness Blake's good reputation did reach as far as London, and was mourned even there as a result. You make a compelling case, Mr. Ward, but would people not see it as disingenuous?
Genuine or not, you can make a much-needed difference. And that will be celebrated. You will be celebrated. And perhaps along the way you'll find you actually enjoy the good work.
I suppose there has been a gap to be filled since her passing. Perhaps I can do something to help there. It is a better bet than death. All right, so I gave you my word, and I stand by it now. When I return home, I will reach out to any foundations that suffered from the Marchioness's death and loss of funding. This could bloody well work, you know. Good chap.
Okay, so we're turning the evil billionaire around. That's good. Well, not a billionaire. They're not. No one was a billionaire back in maybe a choice few.
Mr. Ward, you've given me a lot to think about. I should like some time alone with it.
Of course.
Mystery solved. Mr. Scarrett will no longer be attending the seance. Mr. Scarrett has decided upon a healthier way of building his legacy. Yes, dude. Come on. Excellent. Maybe 2 more. Okay, out we go. That was excellent. History is written by the wealthy is the name of the achievement. Wow. Okay, so 20 out of 20 evidence pieces found. I love that. We do actually need to get... That one's still lit up, though. Is that a bug? I don't know. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many are there total? 24? How does that work with the device down there? Unless it's unless it's not completely balanced, right? Because I'm just trying to think about, because there's obviously thresholds with the line. That's a threshold. Something different is going to happen if we go from here. If like we have the people down to here versus here, right? I mean, we're going to do it all, for sure. I feel a lot more confident of that, especially now. I should look under the cover of darkness. So, we're thinking there's certainly something here. Wow. Okay, cool. I mean, I feel really, really good. What else can I do? So we think that the vase is in the basement. We have to go to wherever the catacombs are. We still have to figure out a little bit more about whoever could be your person. I have to wait probably for an opportunity to use your magic stuff to even make that work. And you have the same act, really, as Ivy does. So really, it's just to pray, and then everybody else that I haven't even attempted to start. Let's take a look at Varley for a second, actually. What's in the safe? Good question. What is in the safe? He probably has that answer in his quarters. And then I'd have no idea how to get to the Blake residence. Coventry is gonna only really be... I'm only gonna be able to do that if I investigate his room. Sinnott is the weirdest one. I should dig deeper into their history. Dupre. And then Inez. I must learn the name of Ms. Barbossa's father. How the hell am I supposed to figure that out? Is there another room where that would be possible? I would think that that would all be in the library, but... Shea Barbossa or something like that? Blake history, Irish history. Look up standing stones. Standing stones are Manor, are large, deliberately placed stones found around the world, but especially in Ireland. There's no consensus on the purpose of standing stones. There are no records detailing it, nor any surviving traditions that can be reliably traced. However, there are several theories as to their purpose. Those most commonly held would posit that they marked the boundaries of territories, or that they had ritual significance to old Druidic religion. Some menhir, I don't even know, in the Irish tongue are found to be inscribed with a long-forgotten and therefore indiscernible language. World history, flora and fauna. Medicine. Oh, maybe medicine, actually. Hold on. Sciences. Yeah, I wonder if his name is going to appear in something that's less obvious. No, I don't need that. How about world mythology, Irish mythology? Irish folklore, spiritualism. Holy hell. I want to look at this. A drawing of an unusually detailed lock. I wonder if it's a diagram of a real lock from somewhere. Possible. Religion. Religion. Blake history. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I could find that answer, personally. Probably, maybe just in more records, like the church usually has records also. So we have a lot of stuff. So tomorrow, it's a good thing to check this. So tomorrow, the church will open in the morning. The delivery starts, so we'll have access to the basement pretty early. Then church is open, so we'll have those two spaces to look up. And then ideally we have the ball open something for us? I don't know. It's tough to tell. Ooh, and also not everybody's attending the masked ball. Yeah, I'd love to see the Marquess at some point, but that's tough to know. The plaque tells me this is Walter Blake, the Marquess's only child. All right, well that was very helpful. Thank you. I think I'm going to call it here. This feels like a natural stopping point. On the next episode, we'll have dinner, and we'll also be able to check out whatever conversation's happening in the changing room, and we'll just go from there. A lot of stuff to deal with, but we did really well this episode. I'm so glad we found the thing in the records, and we're going to just keep checking these documents just in case there's something comes up that we didn't remind ourselves about. But apart from that, doing really well. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see future episodes, and we'll catch you very soon. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.